Hi, welcome to In the Studio with Kate. I think this is week 25. 25, that sounds crazy. I've done this 25 times. But anyways, this week I'm going to talk about the painting I've been talking about the last few weeks because it's taken a different turn and it's still not anywhere near being done, unfortunately. Okay, I've been messing with the background quite a bit. Still don't have it where I want it to be. I mean, there's so many layers of paint back here. It's amazing. So anyways, I've got my three figures. I've changed the background to this kind of corally looking building behind them. Still haven't developed this one the way I want. But since I've laid so much paint down, I thought I would use this technique that I've used before because, you know, I think something's going to work and then it doesn't work. So I like using an app on my iPad. Trying to open it. Let's see. Because I want to show you. It's for digital art and it's called Procreate. So don't think I got that. Okay, so what I do is I take a picture of the painting and I put it in Procreate, okay? And here's my idea right now is I'm trying to make the background look more like a building, okay? So the thing that you can do in Procreate that is really cool is that you can, just by touching, like if I just touch this blue, wondering if it was going to do it. What it does is it changes. I didn't do it, of course, because I'm trying to explain it. Normally, what happens is when you touch on the screen for a certain bit of time. Okay, see right up in here in this corner, that's the color of my paintbrush. So you can actually be using the same colors that you're actually using in your to change something. So since I have that, it's kind of hard to hold this up. I'll show you at the same time. But so I've got a paintbrush on here, and if perhaps I had wanted to put this turquoise, now I can do turquoise right here. Okay. The other thing I can do is, I decide, I don't like that color at all. I have to turn it around to see where it's at. They have an undo button, which is this button right here. So if I just press that, you'll see, boy, this is really hard doing it upside down and backwards. Okay, so it's way down here, which when I look in the screen, it doesn't work. Okay, so I'm going to have to, okay, the magic of technology. It is not working. Well, in a perfect world, well, I got some of the turquoise to come back. You can see there's only two strands right now, two pieces right now. There is an eraser. I could erase it, but what that does is going to erase the background color. So I didn't want to do the erasing. I wanted to do, okay, finally. Sorry I couldn't do that right in front of the screen, but the angle. So now that turquoise is gone. Okay, but what I really want to show in this is, it's a really cool program to be doing art on, just to begin with, but I kind of use it as a design thing. So letting me know, what color do I want things to be? I can look at this now and say, okay, I think it sort of looks like a building. I'll probably play with it a little bit more on the iPad. And then I have got the idea really down pat, okay? And then I'll go back to the painting and work on it. Instead of spending way too much time trying different colors and painting over it, back and forth. I find that Procreate is a pretty cool application just to use for that purpose. It has all sorts of kinds of brushes, just like you would be painting. You can use a round brush or a flat brush, or there's a a thing called a smudge, where you can blend the colors together. So it's just like, you know, doing painting, but on an iPad. And you could be using your fingers or a stylus. I use both. But I find it to be when I'm starting to get frustrated with the painting and I'm trying things and they don't work out, and I'm trying something else and it doesn't work out, to save myself time, I will go to this app and then play and put the painting in there and do all sorts of kind of manipulation to it. And then I can have the original and I can compare to it. So to be honest, I can't remember how much it cost, but it wasn't, you know, like it wasn't $50 or anything. It might have been $5, $10, $20 at the most, but very useful program. And I really like using it for this purpose. So I wanted to share that. The other thing I thought I would share today is just some new books that I am falling in love with. This one is called The Enchanted Life. And it is really about unlocking the magic of every day, you know, having a relationship with nature and so on and so forth, and having those, she kind of calls them peak experiences, where everything lines together and it's just you and the world. And so I'm really, really enjoying it. It's by Sharon Blackie, and it's called The Enchanted Life. But I can highly recommend that. And this I found on someone's website. They did it in a book group. I think it was one of the creative people I follow, like Creativity something. Sorry that I have drawn a complete blank. But it is called My Friend Fear, Finding the Magic in the Unknown. And of course, what I really like about this is all the illustrations. I mean, the narrative's going to be great too, but you know, it's kind of reminds you of Sark a little bit, because some of the text is written in color, but there are watercolor illustrations just about on most pages, and the narrative is really, really good. So I was going to say, if you're dealing with any fears, you might like it, but you know, aren't we all dealing with fears? Especially as an artist, you know, is it good enough? Why can't I do what I want to be doing, et cetera, et cetera. But this really spoke to me. You know, if you're an artist and then you got to see something up with lots of art and not boring, just plain old boring text, that really grabs me. You know, here's a whole page on shame with little diagrams and fun stuff. And I think if you're going to be talking about a difficult subject, I find it really quite helpful to, you know, gussy it up so that it keeps my interest. The other thing I've been doing this week, besides getting my class moving properly, which has been fun, is working and painting the feminine, which I have had absolutely no time to do. I did it the first day and haven't been able to do any since, but I wanted to share that page with you. The meditation that we did was all about being connected to Mother Earth, and I kind of saw her as the spirit of the earth coming out of the ground. I just kind of got a really strong face. And then this I was doing just doing a rock Karen-like, which I believe she's turned into a goddess figure. So that's kind of cool. But I'm enjoying what I've been able to do in painting the feminine. It's really cool class. But I'm hoping at some point I'll be able to catch up. Not this week, because I've got company coming for the weekend. But anyways, it's just going to be a short video today. Just wanted to share the painting and Procreate, and encourage you to get into your studios, get out, get your apron on. I've got one of my lovely aprons on that I painted myself. So that always puts me in the state of it's time to get to work in my artistic endeavors. So hope you're having a great week, and I will see you next Friday. Bye.